The year was 1924, a time when America was roaring with prosperity and change. The nation was in the midst of the Jazz Age, a period marked by economic growth, cultural flourishing, and a sense of boundless optimism. Cities were expanding and new architectural styles were emerging, reflecting the spirit of the times. In the Long Island town of Amityville, New York, a place known for its serene and picturesque neighborhoods, life moved at a slower, more peaceful pace. The town was a quintessential example of small-town America, where everyone knew their neighbors and the community was tightly knit. Amidst this tranquil setting, a Dutch colonial house was built at 112 Ocean Avenue. The house was beautiful, with its unique architectural style that stood out among the other homes. Its steeply pitched roof, symmetrical facade, and charming dormer windows gave it a distinctive character that was both elegant and inviting. Its large windows overlooked the Amityville River, offering breathtaking views that could captivate anyone. The river's gentle flow and the lush greenery surrounding it added to the house's allure, making it a perfect retreat from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It seemed like the perfect family home, an idyllic slice of the American dream where children could play safely in the yard and families could create lasting memories. The spacious yard was ideal for barbecues, picnics, and outdoor games, fostering a sense of joy and togetherness. Little did anyone know a dark and terrifying secret lurked beneath the surface, waiting to reveal itself. The house, with all its charm and beauty, was a facade that masked a history of horror and tragedy. This charming facade hid a sinister history, one that would haunt the house and its inhabitants for years to come. The once pristine exterior began to show signs of wear and decay, mirroring the dark events that had taken place within its walls. The land on which the house was built was rumored to be an ancient Native American burial ground, a place of sacred rest, disturbed by modern construction. This disruption was believed to have awakened restless spirits whose presence would forever be felt by those who dared to live there. Local legend claimed that the spirits of the deceased still roamed the area, their anger palpable, their presence felt by those who dared to live there. These spectral figures were said to appear in the dead of night, their mournful cries echoing through the trees, sending shivers down the spines of anyone who heard them. This unsettling history, combined with the house's idyllic facade, created a chilling dissonance that would forever mark 112 Ocean Avenue as a place of mystery and fear. The juxtaposition of beauty and horror made it a subject of fascination and dread, a place where the past and present seemed to collide in a haunting dance. Before the name Amityville became synonymous with horror, the house at 112 Ocean Avenue saw a series of families come and go. Some experienced strange occurrences, unexplained noises, and cold spots. Others lived seemingly normal lives within its walls, unaware of the darkness that lay dormant. Despite the unsettling rumors surrounding the land, most dismissed them as mere superstition. Life went on, and the house at 112 Ocean Avenue remained a seemingly ordinary family home. However, the darkness was only biding its time, waiting for the perfect opportunity to surface. In 1965, the DeFeo family moved into 112 Ocean Avenue, a charming house in a quiet neighborhood. The house, with its distinctive Dutch colonial architecture, stood as a symbol of new beginnings for the family. They were a seemingly normal family, seeking a fresh start in a new home, filled with hopes and dreams for the future. The children played in the yard, and the parents worked hard to provide a loving environment. The family consisted of parents, Ronald and Louise, and their 5 children, Ronald Jr., Dawn, Allison, Mark, and John Matthew. They enjoyed picnics, family outings, and cherished moments together. Weekends were often spent at the local park, and holidays were filled with laughter and joy. Tragically, their dreams of a happy life would soon turn into a nightmare, shattering their peaceful existence. The once vibrant home would become a place of horror and sorrow.
On the night of November 13, 1974, under the cover of darkness, the tranquility of the night was broken by a series of gunshots. Armed with a .35 caliber rifle, I shot and killed all 6 members of my family as they slept in their beds, ending their lives in cold blood. The house that once echoed with laughter was now filled with silence and death.
The murders sent shockwaves through Amityville and beyond, shaking the very foundation of the community. News of the horrific crime spread quickly, leaving everyone in disbelief and fear. The community was left grappling with the sheer brutality of the crime and the haunting memories that would linger for years to come. Neighbors who once felt safe now questioned their own security, and the town of Amityville would forever be marked by this tragic event. Section 4. The Trial of Ronald DeFeo: Justice or a Cover-Up. This case has intrigued and baffled many for decades. The events that unfolded in the quiet town of Amityville have left an indelible mark on the community and beyond. Ronald DeFeo Jr. was arrested and charged with 6 counts of second-degree murder, shocking the quiet community of Amityville. The brutal nature of the crime sent shockwaves through the town, leaving residents in a state of disbelief and fear. His trial was a media sensation, with many questioning what could drive a young man to commit such a heinous act. The courtroom was packed, and the public was eager for answers. The trial became a spectacle, drawing attention from across the nation as people sought to understand the motivations behind such a gruesome crime.
My defense team argued that I was possessed by demonic forces, driven to kill by an evil entity that had taken control of my body and mind. They presented evidence of my erratic behavior and strange occurrences leading up to the murders. They brought in experts who testified about the possibility of supernatural influences, adding a layer of mystery to the already perplexing case.
Despite his claims of demonic influence, the jury found DeFeo guilty on all 6 counts of murder. The evidence against him was overwhelming. The prosecution presented a compelling case detailing the premeditated nature of the killings and the cold-blooded manner in which they were carried out. He was sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences, 25 years to life for each victim. The judge showed no leniency. The severity of the sentence reflected the gravity of the crime and the impact it had on the victims' families and the community. To this day, DeFeo maintains that he was possessed and that he acted under the influence of evil forces. His story continues to spark debate and speculation among true crime enthusiasts and paranormal investigators alike. The case remains a topic of fascination, with many still questioning whether justice was truly served or if there are deeper, darker forces at play. Section 5. The Lutz Family: A New Beginning, a Familiar Terror. Just 13 months after the DeFeo murders, George and Kathy Lutz, along with Kathy's 3 children, Danny, Christopher, and Melissa, moved into 112 Ocean Avenue. They were aware of the house's tragic history but believed they could overcome its dark past and create a happy home for their family.
Almost immediately after moving in, we began to experience strange and unsettling events. Cold spots, foul odors, and unexplained noises plagued us.
We saw shadowy figures lurking in the hallways and felt an overwhelming sense of dread.
Section 6. The Haunting of 112 Ocean Avenue: The Evidence. Desperate for help, the Lutz family reached out to renowned paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, hoping for a solution. The Warrens, famous for their investigations into the paranormal, arrived at 112 Ocean Avenue with their specialized equipment and were immediately convinced that the house was indeed haunted, confirming the Lutz family's worst fears. Section 7. Amityville Today: Legacy of a Haunting. After just 28 days, the Lutz family fled 112 Ocean Avenue, leaving behind their possessions and their hope of a fresh start. Their story, along with the Warrens' investigations, cemented the house's reputation as one of the most haunted places in America. Today, the house at 112 Ocean Avenue still stands. It has been renovated and the address has been changed, but its gruesome past continues to fascinate and horrify. Whether or not you believe in the paranormal, the story of the Amityville horror remains a chilling tale of a seemingly ordinary home transformed into a vessel of unimaginable evil.